Just wanted to touch on the sheep mentality and why people need to stop being followers and that. Man and gal, especially the man them, they need to stop being sheep. They need to stop following what's trending, what's popping, jumping on the bandwagon. Man them for, if they can't lead other men, at least lead your own life. Have your own mindset, have your own agenda. Don't just jump onto what's popping. They're gonna get you in trouble. If not, at least make yourself look like a damn fool. The first time man clocked, man realised, you know what? People out here, it's just copycats. Man jump onto the bandwagon. Whatever's popping, whatever's trending, I'm gonna do that. 2011, when Mark Duggan was shot, it sparked off the London riots and that. Fair enough. If the people them in the areas around the perimeters of the shooting, i.e. the Edmontons, the Wood Greens, obviously Tottenham and the Enfields and that, if they want to start rioting and that, then fine. Maybe, you know what, if the people them in South London want to riot and that, and the rest, you know what, the whole of London, if they want to riot, then fine, do your thing. Because obviously, the thing that happened was in London. When man's hearing about the people them in other cities rioting over something that happened in London, it don't make no sense. You got man in Liverpool, you got man in Birmingham, man in Manchester rioting over something that happened in London. They don't make no sense. Make a man get shot dead in Birmingham or Liverpool or Manchester. You think people in London will be rioting? Furthermore, you know, I met a man on a job the other day, and a man said that he went to jail for the riots up in Northampton. I'm like, what? There was rioting in Northampton? He said, yeah. I said, blood, these lot are jokers, blood. How you rioting over things that ain't got nothing to do with your surrounding area and that? Black Lives Matter, and people rioting and protesting over what happened in America to George Floyd. How the hell are you in the UK rioting and protesting about something that happened to a man in another country? Yeah, if you want to talk about it, cool, but what's that got to do with the UK? Why are you rioting and mashing up your own country over something that's happened to a man in another country, when furthermore that country would never protest and riot for something that's happened to someone in the UK? Because when Mark Duggan got shot and killed by the police in the UK, I didn't hear America say nothing about it, and I definitely know say that America didn't riot and protest over it. There's bare man that's been killed or wrongfully harmed in police custody in the UK. America don't even care. The man don't even bat an eyelid. That won't even make news. That won't even make Facebook news in America. Unless something mad happened, like a man got, the police hacked a man to death or something like that. Jumping on the bandwagon, how are you supporting things that's happening in other countries and that, when that country won't support you? You got man in the UK, when Trump was going to be elected, or was one of the obviously runners up and that, to be the president of America. You got man in the UK getting vexed over it. What for, blood? You're in the UK, you're a British citizen, you've never been to America, you don't have no intention of going over to America. Why do you care who is going to become the president of the United States of America? Obviously, if a man's talking about, yeah, he's going to do social cleansing and ship all the black people back to Africa, obviously that's different. But yeah, you might not agree with a man's what a man's intentions are and that, but as long as a man ain't looking to go on some madness, some badness over there, a man ain't on no Hitler vibe and that, why do you care who's getting elected in another country and that? We need to stop making things that don't concern us our business, blood. Man for stop being sheep. Man for stop being followers. Man for stop bandwagoning and jumping on what's trending and that. Happens in all aspects of life and that. Sometimes there's certain things you don't even understand. There's certain things that you do, certain things that you follow, you don't even understand why you follow it and that. Football, for example. There's a lot of man from London, or at least the South East and that, their favourite football team is Liverpool and Manchester and that. They've even been to Liverpool and Manchester, at least before they started supporting those teams and that. How you so how is it that Liverpool and Manchester are your favourite football team, but you never been up there? You don't know one up there. I tell you why it's your favourite football team, because they're at the top of the league. It's funny though, isn't it? Sunderland FC or Newcastle FC or Northampton FC aren't your favourite football team. Do you know why? Because their name is not popping. But I guarantee you, one of them little team there, Leicester FC, MK Dons, whatever, if they became top of the Premiership for the next 5 years of that, a lot of people will start shifting and migrating towards them, supporting them as their favourite football team. You're a sheep, you're a follower, blood. You supporting teams. That's why man rate man that, like, you know, like from them areas like Liverpool and that, they don't support Liverpool FC, they support Everton and that. Those man there are the real supporters. Man that support these little shit local teams like Northampton FC, man respect that, because man's supporting teams for the right reason. Because it's their local team, so they're going to support them. There's certain man right now, if Manchester and that fall off and that, you know, like certain teams get relegated and that to the next division down and that, certain man stop supporting them. And how you stop supporting them? Do you know what the word support actually really means? Forget the Oxford Dictionary. Support means through thick and thin. But of course they won't, because they're sheep. They're followers. They don't have their own mind. Boxers. Talking about it earlier in the live stream earlier. Everyone's favourite boxer is Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali. Do you know why? Because they're the most popular, most famous boxers. Hardly watch any of their fights. They just watch compilation videos. Yeah, that's my favourite boxer and that. Man don't know nothing about boxers, blood. There's some real boxers out there, you know, some real legends and that you ain't really heard of, you know, because certain man just don't have that popularity now. But trust me, before them man there and around them man there's time, there was some real brawlers. Man like Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns, Gerald McLennan. Jack Dempsey, Sonny Liston, Joe Lewis. Some real almost killers. Certain man have been dubbed the Hitman, you know. That was Gerald McLennan. Or at least they used to call him, I think they used to call him the Hitman as well. But also Mini Mike Tyson and that. Some serial boxers and that. But man don't talk about these people like Ron Lyle and Ernie Shavers and that, because them man their name wasn't popping and that. Man don't really know about George Foreman and that, because their name wasn't popping and that. Muhammad Ali is my favourite boxer and that. Man couldn't even tell you 2-3 fights that they've watched from beginning to end, but yet still that's their favourite boxer. Do you know why Muhammad Ali is as famous as he is now? Obviously, a man was a skillful boxer and that, innit? Yeah, and he was exceptionally good at boxing. Get me? The boxing thing is a mind game as well as a physical game and that. But you know why a man is regarded as one of the best boxers, or at least had the reputation, why he was so famous, how he got so famous? You see that famous picture of Muhammad Ali where he's licked someone down and he's going like that? You lot don't know. So this is what I'm saying, like, you don't know about boxing, fam. You don't know about certain real legends, real killers out here, and some serial boxers and that. You see that picture of Muhammad Ali and he's standing over a man that he's knocked down. Do you know who that guy is, blood? His name is Sonny Liston, serial rascal boxer. Used to go through and mash up everybody. That's how a man got a name, you know. Even before, man didn't know who that guy was. I'm like, why is this picture so famous and that? The reason why that picture is famous because of who he managed to knock out. Because that guy there, Sonny Liston, was a serious rascal boxer. Hella names man just mentioned. Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns, Ron Lyle, Ernie Shavers, Sonny Liston, Joe Lewis, Jack Dempsey. These are names that Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson spoke about, you know. Hella names that man just mentioned, you lot probably never mentioned them because you just jump on the bandwagon. Oh, Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson my favourite boxer and that. I guarantee you before, a lot of people, their favourite boxer was Deontay Wilder. But after he lost to Tyson Fury 2-3 times, we no longer support Deontay Wilder. He's washed. The rap game. Coming like it's a popularity contest and that. Sometimes the most popular ain't always the best. There's a lot of people, they like Drake. They like the Baby, Lil Baby. All these new rappers and that. But blood, these men are just popular. I'm not saying some of these men ain't talent. But trust me, there's certain men that ain't as popular as some of these rappers who are the best of the best, blood. Man like Styles P, Papoose. There's certain other man, I'm not even going to say Uncle Murder's on the same level as Styles P and Papoose and that, but Uncle Murder's rated and that. But there's a lot of people, man just mentioned Styles P, Papoose, maybe Papoose I might know, but Styles P, Uncle Murder, there's a lot of people watching right now don't even know who Styles P and Uncle Murder is, but they know who 6ix9ine is, they know who Bobby Shmurda is. They would say, oh yeah, those rappers are better than them man there just because they got a bigger name. No, it's not a popularity contest, isn't it? Just because your name is ringing bells, that don't mean that you're that good. Me personally, I'll say, as a YouTuber, man is heavily underrated. Not just saying that because I don't get the results that I believe I should. Man, tell me, blood, why have you not got more subscribers or more views than that? I know I'm heavily underrated, blood. No man's heavily underrated than that. Obviously, everyone's going to say they're underrated. A man can have 10 million subscribers and that, and he will tell you he's heavily underrated. But no, I'm definitely heavily underrated. For a fact, on my life. Trust me. I'm your favourite YouTuber's favourite YouTuber, you know. Trust me, there's a certain man right now, you might have one particular YouTuber, he might be in your top 3. I'm in his top 3 favourite YouTubers on my life, blood. It's not a popularity contest, innit? There's a lot of shops that have a big name and that. Everyone knows about Tarshish in Wood Green. Oh yeah, man, that's the place to eat lokum and that. Both of them Turkish, Mediterranean restaurants and that. They got a name and that, their name's popping and that, but I'd still rather eat at Curvan. Come on, man, tell me you know about Curvan in Wood Green. They got a couple different branches, 2 in Edmonton and 1 in Wood Green. The food's all the same, but you know what? Tarshish and Lockham, I don't think Lockham exists no more, but Tarshish, they got a name and that. People want to go there and take pictures and that because it's a popularity thing, it's an Instagram thing. It's more of an Instagrammable place and that. But I'm telling you, Curvan, I'd rather go there for their food than go to Tarshish for their food. Wagamama's is a popular Japanese food shop. But that food there can't test my Hinloon Chinese food shop, blood. Wagamama's is more popular, but my food shop, Edmonton, Hinloon, don't know, go check it out. The food there is way better. That shop there been around like 30 years, more than that. Yeah, man. People them stop jumping on the bandwagon, stop being a sheep, stop supporting things just because it's, you know, it's popping and that. Support things for the genuine reasons and that. For genuine reasons. Don't support him and say, oh, this is my favourite boxer and that until he starts losing and that. No, he's no longer my favourite boxer and that. Yeah, don't support a football team just because, oh, they're winning and that, and as soon as they start losing, you don't support it. But what kind of support is that? Anyway, I'm going to go to my bed now. Just thought I'd get this one out here. Stay away, it's done now.